going on down here. All right, it is still super early. I think it might, well, I guess super early is an exaggeration. It's pretty early. I think it may just be 8 o'clock. It's Tuesday now. So we're back to normal. I have to, pardon the rolling. Yeah, I have to get back into, do I need this? I'm just really blue. This is the window in my studio, and it's early morning blue light out there. Anyways, I haven't had my coffee yet. It's brewing now, so I'm gonna go downstairs in a little bit and I'll have my coffee and do my morning knitting or morning crochet this morning. I'm gonna be working on that Afghan most of the day today because I didn't get to work on it while I was out of town. But we're back, we're home again. We were sent home with lots of gifts, and a lot of them are under the tree, but some of them are like we opened, and so I have like unpacking still to do, and I have to find places for things or homes for things because I don't just like, everything has to have a home kinda. So yeah, I gotta do that. I packed 2 Etsy orders this morning before even going downstairs, just so that I wouldn't have to worry about it today. And I wanted to show you a package. I got a package. I showed it briefly in the clips at the end of yesterday's, but I wanted to show you in proper light and tell you what it is and all that. But I got a package from my friend Rochelle, who is Sassafras Knits on Instagram, and I love her. She's incredible. But she sent me a package, and I wanted to show you what was in it. Now, like I said, she's Sassafras Knits. This is her Instagram. And she makes knitting or crafting notions, mostly progress keepers and stitch markers, but also pouches. She makes the most adorable, focus on me, notions pouches. And she made me a notions pouch. We kind of talked about it together, what I kind of wanted. She had some printed patches, and I picked which one I liked, and then we discussed how I wanted the rest of the bag to look. But before I show you that, I wanted to show you the sticker she sent with it. Now, this is really fun because I didn't get one of these, but I made them. She commissioned me to make her branded stickers. It's a sassafras leaf with berries and the name Sassafras on it. And I was really proud of how this turned out. I'm still really proud of it. Like, look how cute it looks on the sticker. It's so nice. And it's a waterproof matte vinyl, so it's good for most things that don't go outside and don't go in the dishwasher, but they're a very luxurious soft touch feel. And she sent me one, so it's really nice to have one of these because when I made them, I had them sent directly to her, so I didn't get to keep one. And then she sent me 2 progress keepers. One of them I specifically had my eye on, and the other one she threw in as a bonus, and it is gorgeous. But these are the ones. This is the one she threw in, but it has that new star clasp that she has that I am obsessed with. It is so cool. It's a lobster clasp, but star shaped. And it's got this beautiful little like celestial purple stone. And then this one is actually celestial themed. It has like a sun and a moon charm on it. And then it has these 3 purple stones, and then this gorgeous, this thing. This is the real reason I wanted it. Look at that. Look how beautiful. So gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to use one of these. I can't wait to use both of them, actually. And then my pouch that she made. This is the pouch. Ugh, isn't it incredible? It is this cow, this blue cow stamp. And we kind of went for like a Polish pottery kind of theme with the blue and white with a splash of yellow. I love it. And the back is just this checked linen or cotton. It feels more like cotton than linen, but it could be linen, I don't know. And then it's lined with a neutral cotton and zips. And this is going to be my new main notions pouch. I'm going to move all of my notions over here today because I always have one notions pouch that I just move from bag to bag. But I may also make a bonus notions pouch because my stepmom gave me this. It smells like soap. She gave me this in our like Christmas gift, and I don't think a second notions pouch would hurt. So I think I'm gonna make like a tiny one in here with like just scissors and a couple progress keepers and maybe like a tapestry needle. And then I'm gonna make this my new main notions pouch that travels around from bag to bag. So I'm very excited about that, and I wanted to share it with you because it's so gorgeous. But now it has been long enough. Oh, these scissors, these will go in here. These are the ones that kind of float around up here in the studio, like if I'm working on stuff at my computer or whatnot. But yeah, before I go downstairs and start coffee, I wanted to say that the trip was a whirlwind. We had so many people to see in such a short amount of time, and I am really, really glad I got to see my family and Brad's family too. The ones that we did see, we got to see his mom and his dad. I'm really glad we got to see everybody, but I'm also really, really, really glad to be home. And the thought that the rest of the year is mine feels really, really good. So I'm going to vlog normally again today, which was going to be fun, but mostly I'm going to sit and craft. Oh, you saw some clips at the end of the video yesterday. One of the gifts my mom gave me was that bonsai tree Lego set, and I'm really excited about it. I put it half together yesterday. I got it through the trunk, but I haven't dressed it yet, so I'm going to finish that today at some point. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not like a Lego person. I don't collect Lego sets or anything, but I was really drawn to that one because it's a plant. Like, I could just leave it out on display and it just looks like a plant. So I love that about it. So I'm gonna put that together, finish putting that together at some point today, maybe this morning, first thing. That could be fun. And I'm gonna crochet, and I'm gonna drink coffee, and I'm gonna knit later. I am not through, I finished the collar of my Advent sweater, but I didn't get through the first stripe. I'm still in the short rows, so I really wanna get through those short rows today so that the hard part can be done. But yeah, that's where we're at. poinsettia over here on my stove because I got 2 in South Carolina. My mom ran to Lowe's and I had her pick me up some. And one of them arrived here looking beautiful, glorious. That's the one that you just saw sitting in the front fireplace. Hold on, I gotta warm up my coffee. Yes, I microwave my coffee. I drink too slow and I would waste a lot of coffee if I didn't. But anyways, one arrived looking beautiful and the other one arrived looking a little worse for wear. And so I have watered it and I'm letting it sit in a window for a minute or for the day to see if I can bring it back to life. And when if it survives, it will go in this fireplace. So I'll have a poinsettia in each fireplace. And yeah, I have crocheted 3 rows and started a 4th on my commission afghan. And I am feeling a little restless, like I need a break. So I'm going to go upstairs and maybe talk you through my Advent knitting so far. All right, we're upstairs now. Welcome back to the studio. I have a mess here in this box. It is full of things that were 1, downstairs, or that needed to come upstairs, or 2, things that came home with me. I'm saving these for Pud for Christmas. I have a box. Ooh. I have a box full of paper towel and toilet paper rolls. The paper things we get don't have, like, nothing's glued to the roll, so the rolls come off completely clean with no glue or anything on them, and Pud loves to play with them. So he will be getting a box of cardboard toys for Christmas. But anyways, I figured I'd show you what I came home with a little bit and then talk through my Advent knitting. I have left my tripod downstairs. So I got a notebook from my stepmom and dad, I guess, from everybody. And it is from Denick, or Denique. There we go. And it is just a lined notebook with date marks on each page where you can fill in the date. And I'm going to save this to be my next knitting notebook because the knitting notebook I currently have is this little one from Muji, which is great. I love it, but I'm also getting kind of close to finishing it because it's not super big. So now I have a backup for when I'm done with that one. And they gave me, where did it go? Oh. I mentioned yesterday that I got a new project bag, and this is the bag that all of our stuff came in. I say ours because me and Brad both had stuff in it. Brad and I both had stuff in it. But it is this amazing bag. It's like this thick woven cotton, super thick, in this gingham texture, and it's got pockets on the outside, both sides, and it's got pockets on the inside. I think it's supposed to be a beach bag, but it is incredible. It's, lint flew up. It's from World Market, and it is sustainably made from upcycled fabric, it says. So that is my new project bag. All of my sweater size project bags are yellow for some reason. So I'm going to treat myself to a cheeky cast on. Maybe not today, maybe this week sometime, because I really need to focus on crochet afghan and getting through short rows of my sweater today. So there's that. And then I brought from my mother, she gave me a bunch of jars. I have some mail in here. She gave me this big square one. Well, there was a whole bunch, and she's like, take whatever you want to take. This cut crystal one, and this really pretty sky looking one. It looks like a sunset sky or sunrise sky with a pink inside, and it's ceramic. And they're beautiful, but I needed another jar like this for pens and pencils and stuff, and then I figured I have enough to use this one and the cut crystal one as well for art supplies. I need to do a little bit of organization in my art supply cabinet under my computer here. I just have stuff lying in it and that's no good. And then I also got a whole bunch of art supplies. I won't go through all of them with you because it's probably not that interesting to you, but I'll show you in this box. I have all these art supplies. My mom goes wild and signs up for subscription boxes and goes shopping and gets gifted things. There are free samples at art supply stores, all sorts of stuff. And this is all stuff that she was either duplicates of stuff she has already or stuff she didn't want to use. And then I have these 3 pans of watercolor that she bought tubes of watercolors. And if you paint, you know, it takes an eternity to get through a tube of watercolor. So I poured myself a pan from 3 of her new watercolor tubes. But there's a ton of stuff in here, so I have to put that away. So that's a thing I will need to do at some point. Maybe today, maybe not. The only thing I really need, the only thing I really need to do today is edit the big vlog, the one from while we were gone. So I should start that soon. I did bring my coffee up here so I'd be nice and prepared. What are you doing? I heard you come halfway up the stairs and just stop. Are you just listening to me? You're stressing me out. All right, let's talk about my knitting. Find a place for you here. I gotta move this. I got the bag. This bag has 2 more bags in it. This is what I took with me to South Carolina. And let me show you what I got done overall. If you weren't interested or couldn't get through the big long vlog, I'll show you what I did while I was out of town. So first we have my Sockmas socks. These are the ones I'm making for me. And I finished the first one. Super cute. These are Yarn Cafe Creations in the color Ribbon Candy. Autofocus wasn't on. There we go. Ribbon Candy. And in the car yesterday, I started the second one, got through the cuff, and got into the leg of the second one. So that's exciting. Second pair of Sockmas socks are Brad's. And I got this far on the first one. I got all the way through the leg. I'm doing a 2x2 sock all the way down. The bottom of the foot is stockinette. And these are Holly Press Fibers, The Cliffs of Insanity, which is a Princess Bride colorway, but paired with this Knit Picks contrast color, it's very festive. So I am into the foot of this one. Here, a little ways, and that's going, it's going. And then the only other thing I took with me was in my pin project bag is my Advent sweater. And my Advent sweater is the Piece of Silver by Vera Valimaki. It is a basic turtleneck with a nice fat raglan that is really gorgeous. And I finished in the car yesterday. I finished the collar. I ended up knitting it to about 7 inches long. They called for 10, and I just didn't think that was necessary. Especially, I have a pretty short neck. I don't have like a really long neck. And it's even shorter considering I have a double chin. But like at my 7 inches, it's like this tall. It's plenty tall. Oh my goodness. So about 7 inches long for the collar. It's all 2x2 rib. And this is the main color from the Advent that I'm using. The Advent is the Yokai Advent from Big Little Yarn Co. from last year. I did the 12 day, so I have 13 colors. This is the main color, and then I started color number 1, which is, okay, first, these aren't in order of how I opened them either. Color number 1 is based on my order. I'm putting them in like rainbow order. But yes, color 1. which is this color. I do not remember which color is which at this point, but that's what it looks like. It is beautiful, and I'm in the short rows. So I think I'm going to do all of the short rows in this color. So it's looking this wide on the back, but I still only have one row of it on the front. So I will need to knit until the front is 12 rows long. And that's where I am with that. I want to get through the short rows today. I'm supposed to be doing, I think, 4 more repeats of short rows, which the short rows on this sweater are kind of intense. Like each repeat is 2 rows of short rows, and I'm already this far and I have 4 more to go, which is 8 more rows. Like they'll probably get close to meeting in the front here. They go knitting across the back. So they're not short, little short rows. They're long short rows. Long rows. So yeah, that's what I got there. And that's it for Advent knitting stuff and all I've really been working on. Besides these 3 projects, I just have my crochet Afghan, and that's really all I'm actively working on. Everything else is kind of on hold. I did want to finish my Irish Rover sweater before the end of the year, and I still might. I'm in the yoke of it, but I'm gonna wait until I have some stuff done. Maybe once I finish my Afghan commission, I'll be able to like reassess and cast on a bunch of stuff recklessly because I won't have any obligation knitting anymore, or obligation making. Let me show you my plants real quick. They survived. They survived my trip. I have these guys on my desk here. My Norfolk pine, the one I bought for myself, is doing okay. It's got a couple little brown bits in here, but looking all right. This one I did not think was gonna make it after I first brought it home. It's got some fresh new growth on top though. And then this guy is doing really well here in this window. Ignore that guy. But in here is where the real fun is. My ferns survived. We have my asparagus fern growing all the way out into the floor. This one's a little weird on the end because I'm constantly stepping on it when I walk into the room. And then my little mass of plants. I have, oh, a leaf fell. Oh no. But we got new leaves on this guy. And my palm is always doing really great. And this is my other Norfolk pine. It does a really good job. In here it is, we got some shiny little new growth. This one my mom bought for me, and he's much bigger and doing much better than the one on my desk. And then I have my maidenhair fern, which is surviving. It's adjusting to its new life in here. It was living outside, but now that it's winter, it can't. And it's a little bit sad because it loved it outside. I'm gonna have to trim a couple of these dead fronds off because we got a couple of casualties here. I think it might also have something to do with me being gone because this guy is finicky and needs spritzed like every single day. So I'm gonna have to trim some of this dead growth off of him and give him a fresh spritz for the day. And then we have these ferns, that one and this one, that used to live on my neighbor's porch, and she gave them to me to take care of over the winter. Said I could keep them if I could keep them alive. And since they've been in here, we have tons of new growth. All of these guys are new. Well, not that guy. These guys are new. Tons of new growth. They're looking very, very happy. It took this guy a little bit longer to adjust to life indoors, but they're doing very well now. And then we have my baby over here, which is doing okay. I gave him a good water before I left. But this is my Ficus triangularis, which was one of my dream plants, and we had a little bit of a struggle when he first came home, but he has finally adjusted to his new life here at the house and only has a couple of little burnt ends at this point, but is doing much, much better now. We have some little new nubbly growths all over. He's doing really well. Good afternoon, friends. It's so dark in here. I'm having a... Ooh, the camera's having a hard time. Got the overhead light on. Ooh, out of breath. I just ran up the stairs. I just ate lunch a little bit ago, and Brad is waiting his 30 minutes before spitting into a tube for his 23andMe. Scissors. I just did my 23andMe spit tube right before I ate, because you're supposed to not eat or drink anything for 30 minutes before spitting. And oh, I got the big vlog edited and uploaded. It should be up. I mean, it will have been up by the time you're seeing this, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But that's done, edited and uploaded. It wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be. It only ended up being like 32 minutes, so I didn't film as much out of town as I thought I might, but that's fine. I was out of town doing a bunch of family stuff, so. Yes, while I wait a few minutes for Brad to clear his spit, I wanted to sit with you and open this. It's time. Before I do that real quick, I did want to show you that I bought something this morning. It's not here yet, and I'm not sure when it will be here, so I want to show you. I bought a mug. I bought a vintage Christmas mug. I guess it's not really Christmas. It's winter, which is what matters to me. But it looks like this. Look at it. It's a vintage stoneware mug with this really cool winter scene. These dead trees and snow. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I bought that for myself as a little treat. A little Christmas treat for myself. And now that that's done, let's open another Christmas treat. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the Winter Solstice box, the Day of box from Explorer Knits and Fibers. This is what I bought myself this year in lieu of an advent calendar. So if, I still have like just stuff all over the floor. So if you haven't, if you got this, haven't opened yours and don't want spoilers, don't watch the next like 5 minutes, but I'm gonna open it with you because I am ready. My heart is ready. Ooh, need a sip of tea. Ooh, yes. Delicious afternoon tea. I'm drinking almond shortbread from Bella Tea Company, and it is one of my favorites. I finished off the bag, so I'm gonna have to order some more. All right, the box has been untaped. Now, ooh, let's see. Maybe I can put you somewhere where you'll be able to see a little bit better. It's got this beautiful sticker. Oh, it's not secret wrapped. Oh my god. It comes with a wax and wool candle. There we go, a wax and wool candle. Solstice 2022. Oh, it smells divine. Would you like to smell? I tried to hold it up so you'd smell it. Oh my god, it's so good. And it comes with a Hello Lavender design. Oh, oops. Hold on. You were legitimately sitting on my phone, so when it vibrated, that probably was really loud. It comes with a Hello Lavender design stitch marker / progress keeper. It looks like it's a progress keeper. Let's open this bad boy up and see what it looks like. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that bad boy. It's a moon in a starry night over a mountain scene. And it's sparkly. Wow. It's so good. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And then the last thing is the sock set from Explorer Knits. And it matches that stitch marker perfectly. It's called Midwinter with an Avenoir Mini. Look. Whoa. This is going to have to be a pair of textured socks. I think it might have to be a pair of bond weave socks. Oh my goodness. Oh, so beautiful. That's it. That's my solstice box. It's so good. I'm so happy I did that. What a treat for myself. I'm gonna have so many socks to knit. I have so many I want to cast on now, but I can't. I have to do other things. Oh, also my socks today that I'm wearing are my rocking chair socks out of my Barrett Woolco yarn. I knit these earlier this year, and this is their first time being worn, test driven. I knit so many socks this year. Oh gosh. I knit so many socks this year that a lot of them haven't even been worn yet. So this one's getting its maiden voyage. And I think it might be close to getting time for Brad to spit in a tube. So I'm gonna go down there and keep an ear out for him, because as soon as he finishes this match that he's in, he can spit. And then I'll be able to send out our 23andMes. We're over here in the dark corner of the living room again. So I I'm almost finished with this stripe on my commission Afghan, which means I will have finished one stripe plus a row today so far, and I want to get another stripe done today as well. I have been watching Vlogmases here with my tea. I'm currently on Crafty Christina. I have so many to catch up on from being out of town, because I didn't even have time to watch Vlogmases while I was out of town. So far I've caught up on Natalie, Nitty Natty, Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, Lindsay of Sockwitchery. I've caught up on, there's another one. Oh, which one is it? Who have I caught up on? Ooh, my new Vlogmas is up now as well. Yep, Sockwitchery, Nitty Natty, Retro Claude. I've caught up on Claudemas, and I've caught up on Knitting in the Dark, Maria. She's doing not Vlogmas, but kind of Vlogmas. Caught up on her, caught up on Engineering Knits, and caught up on, there's one more. Stolen Minutes, Carrie. I still have to catch up on, oh, I'm also caught up on Martin of Knit365, but he's not posting every day. I still have to catch up on, there's a new Bakery Bears episode I have to watch, but that's not Vlogmas. And I need to catch up on Sandy by Lakeside. I'm trying to watch them like all in bursts, so I'll watch one person's Vlogmases until I'm caught up, and then I'll go to the next person. And I need to catch up on Laura of Penrose Knits, and I think that's it. No, Cherry Heart Sandra of the Cherry Heart podcast. I need to catch up on hers as well. And if you have any more suggestions, pop them down below, because I am behind right now because I went out of town, but normally there's no such thing as enough Vlogmas for me. I am a sucker. Oh, I also have a fiber-bound Vlogmas to watch. Love her too. Yes. I am going to do this final talking check-in today because I want to get this episode edited at a decent time tonight. We are not going to be cooking or anything tonight. I think we're just going to order takeout because we need to go grocery shopping. We just came in from out of town and we don't have any groceries. So right now I'm actually sitting down and I'm starting my grocery list. so that I can go grocery shopping tomorrow probably and get us nice and stocked up on food. And soon maybe we'll do a cooking segment because I have stuff for a pumpkin roll that I need to make, and I need to start cooking. We don't live the lifestyle right now where we can afford to eat out every night. So we'll do one more takeout tonight, but try to go back to being reasonable people. And yeah, so I'm gonna make my grocery lists. Ooh, throwing my phone. Make my grocery lists. You see me in the reflection of the phone there. Also how dirty my phone screen is. Oh my god. But I'm gonna decide what meals we want to eat for the next week or two. Get enough stuff for all of those things. We don't eat meat in the house. I don't eat meat ever. And so keeping fresh veg in the house it means we can't buy enough vegetables for 2 weeks usually. We usually have to do it 1 week at a time because they go bad. And I don't like frozen vegetables. So yeah, I'm gotta make my list. If I don't have a list, when I walk into a grocery store, I immediately have blank brain and cannot remember anything about anything. So if I don't have a list, I'm hopeless. I have to have a very specific list. And I go through the grocery store and I get everything on my list, and if I have more money in the budget, because I'll go in with a budget as well, if there's extra money left over, then I'll get fun stuff like candy and chips and snacks and frozen foods and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that tonight. We're gonna order takeout. I'm going to finish this row that I'm on this stripe of the Afghan, and then order takeout. And then I'll have the rest of the night to finish another stripe on this Afghan. And then when I'm done with that, I'll be free to knit what I want. But that's it. That's all I have planned for today. It's gonna be nice and quiet. This is our recoup day. You hear Brad hollering. He's playing video games. He's got to go back to work tomorrow. I also have to go back to work tomorrow, but I work in the house, so it's not quite the same thing. So I'm going to...
I don't know why, dude, it was just put shit in the goddamn plane.
I'm going to chill out for the rest of the evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow.